Welcome to Science Store online classes.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.
Dear students, welcome to chemistry online classes. Today we are going to discuss about a new topic in chemical bonding, that chemical bonding. That dipole moment, my dear students, dipole moment. See, my dear students, the dipole moment, you know that it is nothing but a charge into separation, charge into distance, charge into distance. It is represented mu, charge into distance, charge into distance. Okay. So, you know that, my dear students, charge into separation means distance between two nuclei. One is positive, another one negative atom. Between these two nuclei, how much distance is there? It is called distance between, understood? Charge into distance. One is plus charge, one is another, for example, sodium chloride. Understood? This is actually dipole moment. Okay, dipole moment we studied actually that particular, and we will give one examples related to this one. For example, carbon dioxide. In that carbon dioxide, my dear students, you know that here O is more electronegative. O is more electronegative. Carbon is less electronegative. So what happens? Polarity between carbon and oxygen, where to where takes place? Polarity of bonded electron towards oxygen takes place. Towards oxygen takes place. So it is represented by like this arrow. Here to here, this carbon, this polarity takes place. So here dipole moment is 0. That means there is no dipole moment. Net dipole moment here and here get cancelled. Correct? No? Net dipole moment get cancelled. My dear students, for water, the dipole moment is 1.85. Water. Why means dBA. dBA is the unit used to measure dipole moment. Correct? No, my dear students. 1 dBA, 2 dBA, like that. Okay. And okay, here hydrogen and oxygen, between hydrogen and oxygen, which one is more electronegative? Oxygen is more electronegative compared to hydrogen, and the polarity from hydrogen to oxygen takes place. Polarity from hydrogen to oxygen takes place. What happens? Here to here electron transfer. So you should know before that how to find resultant dipole moment. Dipole is dipole moment is a vector quantity. This you are studying in PUC physics. Dipole moment is a vector quantity. So parallelogram diagram you have to draw for this one. Parallelogram vector quantity diagram you have to draw. How to draw that particular? I will explain, my dear students. Imagine here two dipole moment is this side. For example, one dipole moment is this side, another dipole moment is this side. Okay. So what you have to do means you should draw one parallelogram. See, one line parallel to this one you have to draw here. Means same length you have to draw here. See, here one parallel line is there, that same line, same head, means here head towards this side. Correct? No? Same side you have to draw one more parallel like this, correct no my dear students? And same time one more parallel line you have to draw here for this one, same headed like this from here to here, correct? So resultant dipole moment is here to here. This is actually resultant dipole moment. This is actually double the line of this one, correct no? Here to here it is actually this one, here to here remaining part. So this is actually resultant dipole moment. Okay. Based on resultant dipole moment you can say whether this is having dipole moment or not. Understood my dear students? So this is resultant dipole moment. This is actually a studying in parallelogram diagram, parallelogram, understood? Parallelogram it is there in physics also, it is there you are studying in maths also, same thing. Okay, detailed study is there, don't worry about that. Just I explained in chemistry in a simple way. If you are getting two polarities like this, imagine you are getting like this, then you should draw parallel line to this particular. This is parallel to this one, this line is parallel line. Okay, next another parallel line you have to draw for this one like this, and you should join this one, and this is called a resultant. So you are drawing parallel line to this particular, this resultant type. So my dear students, for this water, if you are, see this is dipole moment, H2O dipole moment, here H2O dipole moment. So by taking the resultant vector for this one, net dipole moment of this one, we will get, okay, for example I will draw here, it looks like this, correct? Like this. So my dear students, if you draw one parallelogram diagram for this one, parallelogram diagram for this one, so what you will get, little more I extend, okay, you will get like this, parallelogram, parallel to this line you have to draw one more line like this, and parallel to this line you have to draw one more line like this, okay, and resultant vector to this side. So resultant vector shows this side, this side. So what happens, here to here electron movement is there, polarity, here to here electron polarity is there, and resultant polarity also same side, same side. That means it increased the dipole moment, it increased the dipole moment. So it increased the dipole moment means it is dipole moment is 1.85 dB. But in this case you see my dear students, dipole moment from carbon to oxygen, here carbon to oxygen, this dipole moment is cancelled by this dipole moment. Moment of polarity means you are pulling from one side like this, one person is pulling from one side, imagine you are standing at the middle like this. Okay, like say 1 minute my dear students, you are standing at the middle like this, and your one hand is given to one person like this, and one person another person is pulling from this side, and both of them they are pulling, and you are standing at the middle. Both are similar, means energy same, understood? How they pull from both sides like this, and you are standing at the middle, you will be remaining at the same place, correct? No, means no displacement. It says that you are experiencing a equal pulling from both sides, correct? No, that means polarity is same here to here. Imagine one side is polarity is more, one side is polarity is less, one side person is means this person having more energy, he may pull like this, you will go like this, understood? This is what here in this case both sides that cancel each other, polarity get cancel each other, there is no resultant dipole moment. In this case here to here polarity is there, here to here polarity is there, you should draw one resultant vector, means parallelogram for this one to this line, this is actually parallel line, for this line this is parallel line, and resultant dipole moment is nothing but this one. This is also in same side. All the electron movement, all the electron polarity towards same side. That means it shows dipole moment. It shows in question exam they used to ask like this, whether this particular compound shows dipole moment or not. Like that it question appears. So we have to see. For example, if it is given carbon dioxide, no, it shows zero dipole moment. So sometimes whether it shows dipole moment water, yes, it is not equal to 0. It is not equal to 0 means what is the dipole moment? Dipole moment not equal to 0 means its dipole moment is 1.85 dB. It shows that you have to find out. We will discuss more, my dear students. Beryllium fluoride. Beryllium fluoride. Beryllium trifluoride, my dear. Sorry, not beryllium. Boron, okay, we will discuss beryllium fluoride. For beryllium fluoride, my dear students, BeF2. Correct, no? So here beryllium at the center and two fluoride atoms are arranged like this. Which one is more electronegative, my dear students? Fluoride is more electronegative compared to beryllium. So electron movement here to here takes place. Electron movement here to here takes place. So net dipole moment, there is no dipole moment, means beryllium fluoride dipole moment is equal to 0. Why? These two dipole moments are cancel each other, polarity get cancel each other. My dear students, next one more example is boron trifluoride. We will find. Boron trifluoride. In this boron trifluoride, you have to find out movement. Fluoride is more electronegative. So, boron to fluoride electron movement takes place. Here boron to fluoride electron movement takes place. And here boron to fluoride electron movement takes place. So, resultant vector will form which side? You have to find out. Resultant vectors form which side? Whether it forms this side or this side, you have to find out. Correct, no? So, my dear students, I will draw this one actually here. So, this particular same, I am adding this vector quantity. One is this side, another one is this side, another one is this side. So, first we will draw parallelogram for this particular. To here, one parallelogram I draw, just this one. Okay. Here to here, for this one I will draw one more parallelogram like this, and while adding this one you are getting resultant dipole moment, correct, no? So you see, my dear students, this dipole moment will get cancelled by this dipole moment. Correct? One person is pulling from this side, one person is pulling from this side. These two get cancelled. Correct. Imagine one person is pulling from back side and no one is there. So resultant dipole moment, which side it faces, it is important. My dear students, it's very simple. Here this dipole moment to this side, this dipole moment this side, these two get cancelled. But one more dipole moment is shown here. This is actually upward direction. Downward direction, is there any dipole moment? Then only this shows zero dipole moment. That we will find by using parallelogram diagram. My dear students, we will draw parallelogram for this particular. So this is actually dipole moment, this one, and another dipole moment, this one here. This dipole moment I will draw here. Okay. And my dear students, you are drawing one more parallel line to this one, here actually you have to draw, and one more parallel line to this one, like this you are drawing here, and resultant dipole moment towards this side, resultant dipole moment. So my dear students, these two forces, here you see my dear students, this is resultant dipole moment. This line actually double the line of this, correct? No, that means here to here how much distance is there? That is nothing but here to here distance, correct? Then here to here again the distance is there, that pulling is nothing but this one. So resultant dipole moment are facing towards this side, downward. So this will get cancelled by this resultant dipole moment. Resultant dipole moment cancels this dipole moment. So resultant dipole moment is downward direction, like this. Okay. So here boron trifluoride shows zero dipole moment because fluoride is more electronegative. That polarity from boron to fluoride takes place, and the resultant dipole moment shown by boron trifluoride is opposite to the direction of the dipole moment, opposite, and that get cancel each other, that get cancel each other. Write down my dear students. Okay, my dear students, now we will find out dipole moment of methane. 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 My dear students, in methane molecule CH4, carbon is more electronegative compared to H. Carbon is more electronegative compared to H. So what happens? The dipole moment takes place from H to carbon, like this, and here H2 carbon dipole moment takes place, and here H2 carbon dipole moment takes place, and here H2 carbon dipole moment takes place. Polarity of electrons from hydrogen to carbon takes place because carbon is more electronegative. So you should find the resultant dipole moment, for this particular. At that time you will come to know that whether this methane shows any dipole moment. I will write, my dear students, look at this. This is actually, so this line I will write here. You can write anywhere, okay. The same, for example, this I will write here, like this, and this line I will write here. Okay, like this, and this line like this. 1 minute, my dear students, like this, and this line like this. Correct now, my dear students? In this one, what you can see means, I will draw parallelogram for this one. So here I just drawn this dipole moment, parallelogram for this particular. So here one line is there, for that one parallelogram is drawn here, and here one line is there, for that one parallelogram is drawn here, and resultant dipole moment towards this side, correct? And my dear students, here one line is there, for that one we are drawing one parallelogram here, and here one line is there, we are drawing parallelogram here, resultant dipole moment to this side. So resultant dipole moment opposite side, that get cancel each other, that two resultant dipole moment get cancel each other, okay. So here it is, mu is equal to 0. My dear students, here resultant dipole moment are opposite to each other, correct? No, so zero dipole moment, it shows a zero dipole moment. In another case actually, CCl4 also shows zero dipole moment, but my dear students, very important thing is CHCl3 not equal to 0, that means dipole moment is not equal to 0. Why means, I will tell you the reason. In CHCl4 all the bond length are same, equal bond length, so resultant dipole moment are opposite to this particular and get cancel each other. Resultant dipole moment get cancel each other. Okay, and in this case CHCl3, see, it looks like this, one small h, Cl length may be more. These all the four bonds are not equal, so resultant dipole moment also different and do not cancel each other, and it shows dipole moment. My dear students, you write the explanation. In BF3 all F atoms arranged in one plane, all the F atoms are arranged in one plane, so net dipole moment cancels remaining boron fluoride dipole moment okay, and one more you write CH4CCl4 shows zero dipole moment CH4CCl4 shows zero dipole moment, but CHCl3 do not show zero dipole moment, it's because of all the four bonds in CHCl3 are not equal. See, my dear students, this is one of the very important 2 or 3 marks question in board concern. In NH3 and NF3, ammonia and nitrogen trifluoride. Ammonia shows greater dipole moment compared to NF3. Give reason. My dear students, in NH3 you will draw NH3 structure. Nitrogen having 7 electrons. In that 1s2, 2s2, 2p, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 5 valency electron is present in nitrogen. 5 valency electron present in nitrogen. My dear students, when we draw the structure of NH3, in that one 2, 3. 3 electrons are used for the bond with the 3 hydrogen atom. 3 hydrogen atom. Correct. And remaining 2 electrons, these 2 electrons are lone pair electrons. Remaining 2 electrons are lone pair electrons, do not take part in a bond formation. In NF3 structure also, my dear students, I will draw NF3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here this one forms bond with the fluoride, this one forms bond with the fluoride, this one forms bond with the fluoride. Correct. So 2 electrons are free electrons. 2 electrons are free electrons. Correct. That is called a lone pair of electrons. My dear students, when we study ammonia NH3, hydrogen is less electronegative compared to nitrogen. So what happens? Dipole moment takes place from hydrogen to nitrogen. Nitrogen is more electronegative. So hydrogen to nitrogen, and here all this together it moves towards lone pair of electrons. All the electrons have the polarity towards lone pair of electrons, because nitrogen contain electron. That means here this electron move towards vacant orbital. That means all the electrons are move towards lone pair electron. Atomic orbital contains lone pair of electrons. So what you can see in this one, my dear students? I will explain. I will write here. In ammonia, nitrogen is more electronegative compared to hydrogen. Polarity of electron takes place from hydrogen to nitrogen. Dipole moment, polarity, instead of polarity you can use here dipole moment. Okay, dipole moment shown from hydrogen to nitrogen, hydrogen to nitrogen, and from nitrogen the dipole moment takes place, from nitrogen dipole moment takes place to orbital, atomic orbital contain lone pair of electrons and very important note here to this one you add, here I will write the net resultant dipole moment in ammonia is same as orbital dipole moment of nitrogen in ammonia, so it shows more dipole moment. My dear students, what I wrote, in ammonia nitrogen is more electronegative compared to hydrogen. Polarity of electron takes place from hydrogen to nitrogen. Dipole moment shown from hydrogen to nitrogen, dipole moment takes hydrogen to nitrogen. Here also you should write hydrogen to nitrogen, comma, from nitrogen the dipole moment takes place to, from nitrogen the dipole moment takes place to atomic orbital contain lone pair of electrons. See, this two sentence is enough. In ammonia nitrogen is more electronegative compared to hydrogen. Polarity of electrons takes place from hydrogen to nitrogen. Okay, that is enough. The dipole moment shown from, that is not required, that sentence is not required. Okay, from nitrogen the dipole moment takes place to atomic orbital containing lone pair of electrons. The net resultant dipole moment in ammonia is same as orbital dipole moment of nitrogen in ammonia. My dear students, this sentence is important. The net resultant dipole moment in ammonia is same as orbital dipole moment of nitrogen in, this is called orbital dipole moment. Understood? Orbital dipole moment of nitrogen in ammonia. So resultant dipole moment is more in ammonia. Okay, we will discuss about this one, NF3. In NF3 fluoride is more electronegative. In NF3 fluoride is more electronegative. In NF3, fluoride is more electronegative. So, dipole moment takes place from N to F. Dipole moment takes place from N to F. Dipole moment takes place from N to F, nitrogen to fluoride, and from nitrogen to atomic orbital containing lone pair of electrons from nitrogen to atomic orbital containing lone pair of electrons. Another dipole moment it shows dipole moment, and its electron pair, lone pair electron, it shows dipole moment. So, net resultant dipole moment is less than, is opposite to orbital dipole moment so dipole moment in NF3, dipole moment in NF3 get cancel each other. It cancel each other. Important concept is see all the dipole moment, hydrogen to nitrogen, hydrogen to nitrogen, hydrogen to nitrogen, and all these electron move towards orbital, atomic orbital contains lone pair of electrons, correct? No. So all the dipole moment are same direction to that of lone pair contains orbital, correct? No, atomic orbital contains lone pair of electron. In this case, see nitrogen to fluoride, nitrogen fluoride, and here it is upward direction. That means opposite to this nitrogen fluoride direction is opposite to this one, atomic orbital contains electrons. Understood? So if it is in same direction, then it is more dipole moment. It shows more dipole moment.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.